New week, new year, new lab report. This week, one of my goals is to finish up Adam Grant's book. What is it called? I have such a hard time with this name. Think Again. It's been pretty alright. I'm reading it for the book club, and there's quite a few days until that book club meeting is. Also recording my January breakdown. It's a bit late. I know it's already January, but I want to get that video uploaded and fixed. I've been sick and I've been traveling. I'm actually having a sore throat right now as well, but I'm gonna get it up. So those are some themes for this week. All the snow went away over Christmas, but I guess it's back. It's been snowing all day. Time to record the January breakdown. I wanted to show you my setup. It's not the most fancy thing in the world, but at some point I might upgrade if I ever get any money into this project. So building this kind of stack here for my tripod. Let's see if this is any good. January seems to be becoming a good month. A lot of technology books on this list. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably be able to frame it somehow. This is the most annoying part actually, because I don't have a permanent setup, so it would be nice to have that, because sometimes the setup and just framing things takes longer than actually recording the videos, which is weird. Not as long, but too long. See how this works. Hi, welcome to the Book Lab. I'm Bjorn, and this doesn't feel right. Two or more atoms connected together forms a molecule. I'm sitting here with 6 easy pieces, the essentials of physics explained by its most brilliant teacher, which is supposed to be Richard Feynman. Oh, nice hair. I'm homesick. I have some kind of flu symptoms, so it's been a rough year so far. Been sick every single day. I'm really enjoying this book so far. It's more accessible, but yet it's not ignoring any details. I'm reading up on physics. It's more fun than it might sound. I'm just at page, it doesn't have a page number, page 11. We have gone through the properties of water in liquid form, as vapor or gas, and as ice. And it's been really interesting. One thing that I found really interesting is that I know that water expands when it freezes, but I didn't really know why. But that apparently is a result of how the atoms, here are the atoms in water. They are like jumping around like atoms do, and they form this kind of shape. It's simplified, but just to get it. And when you freeze it, it actually moves slower and it gets stuck in a certain shape. And you can see the hole here. Because of these holes between the atoms, the water needs to expand when it's in ice form, which is quite neat and interesting. It's fun to learn these fundamental things. So I'm going to sit here for 90 minutes now and just read. I know I say this in every video, but please comment below. I would love to hear what you're reading, because I like to discuss books, but I also like to take the best recommendations that I get, add it to my reading list, and eventually it will end up in my planned reading for maybe next year or this year. There's a few slots left on that list, so please tell me what you read in the comments below. I really enjoy reading about what you're reading and also connecting with the people who watch this channel. And these stupid clips of me in my pajamas and wet hair. And if you want to buy some BookLab merch, I've just launched these for the holiday seasons. So you can have this at home. Fuck it. Of course, I'm just kidding. I made this for my wife, which is also... that's another story. I'm back in my favorite room at the office, the one with the lock. I actually wanted to share something of substance in this video because I felt like it was all over the place. And today on my commute to work, I went through my notes from Behave by Robert Sapolsky. I took a lot of notes. I listened to it as an audiobook, so I've just done bookmarks with notes in different places. Sometimes when I'm maybe out running and listening to a book, I just create a bookmark and then I have to write the note later, but it takes the timestamp. But I just think it's such a important part of the process, and I really noticed it with this book because I finished the book a few weeks back. Now I go through the notes. It's just such a good learning opportunity to go back, listen to the most important bits and the bits that really stood out to me again, making notes about them, transfer them into the official notes document that I have on my Google Drive. And I will show you here kind of the amount of notes that I have on this book. It's a fantastic book. But I think it's important because it's so easy to, you read a book and then it goes in one ear, out the other. Sometimes it's really hard to remember everything, but doing this, reading through your notes just gives you another reminder and it helps you remember. And it's also a part of the concept of spaced repetition. It's kind of an old concept, maybe they know more about this now, but the idea is generally that you learn something, take a break, and then quite soon again you try to remember the same thing. Then after a little bit longer you go through the information again, and that way it helps the brain transfer knowledge from your short-term memory into long-term memory. And I think this process of transferring notes really helps me there. So let me know in the comments how you review notes and make sure you remember what you read. I would love to pick up some new ideas for that in 2024. Now back to work. I finished the book. I think again, if I'm ready for the book club, I just need to find my 3 discussion questions, something that is new to our kind of agenda. I got my physical copy yesterday as well, and it's probably the first time that I feel like, I shouldn't really have bought it. The reason I buy the physical copy of books is because I post a lot on X, I make my videos, and usually I like to have the books that I've read because I tend to go back to some of them. I like the feeling of having a library. It's good when discussing with people who are over at my house to be able to pull out the physical book, even though I listen to most of my books on Audible. Next week I think I will do another part in the series about what I've learned from books, taking the biggest concepts, ideas, things that I implemented into my life that really matters. So I'll take a few of those and talk about them in the next lab report. Now it's time to get back to work. Happy reading, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.